Welcome to Hair Confessions COVID-19. Never thought that my little group was going to be so popular. So I thought I'm going to put up a post about how to apply your colour properly. As you can see, I've got a nice amount of regrowth and some lovely greys coming through. Lots of greys, which I think I've actually just increased those greys tenfold from the last 3 days of homeschooling. Not sure how you've gone, but it's even more important that we know how to put our colour on now. So, I'm going to take you through how to apply colour to your roots so you guys aren't wrecking your hair every time you colour your hair, because I've seen already people applying colour through their hair, straight through to their ends. If you do that 2 or 3 times, your hair is going to be wrecked. So I'm going to show you how to do it properly and you'll be able to do it from home. I've done it heaps of times when I haven't been able to get to the hairdressers. Simon may have applied my colour quite a few times as well. So here we go. I've got my colour already mixed up. Now you might not, oops. You guys might not have a bowl and a brush like I do, but make do. Be creative. So first of all, just kind of get a middle part. Doesn't have to be perfect. See, it's not perfect on me. Now you're going to find middle-ish part. Straight away we're going in there. And we're going to apply our colour. If you hold down your hair on one side and flick it over the other, you'll find it a heck of a lot easier. Now yes, I am not wearing gloves because that's how us hardcore hairdressers from many years do it, because we have hands like old 80-year-old women. So we're going along the front now, as you can see. So pull your hair back. And get around that front really well, because let's face it, when we're all tying our hair up because no one's doing their hair, then that's all that really matters at the end of the day. So if we got it all, this is your start. This is your most important part. If you want to start at your normal part as well, that is more than fine. Now, you need to go down your side. Now, this is no fancy parting. So as long as you can kind of get a bit of a part, it will help you get all your bits and pieces. So I'm just going to, again, try and pull that bit back to make it easier on yourself. This side you'll be able to see a bit better. So as you can see, I pulled that bit back. Can't see what I'm doing, but you can kind of guess where you are. Pull this bit forward and you're going to be able to see that. You're going to be able to see where you're going there if you're looking in the mirror. You can pull it up, get that underneath bit. Again, when you're wearing your ponytail, these are your most important bits to do. And then flip back over. This is going to make it easier for when you're taking your sections. Okay, so now we are going to just take a section, run that comb or whatever you've got, tail comb, whatever, hold onto that piece and brush down. So you're applying to that part of your hair on the roots and then dragging it down to the bottom part. This just means that you'll always get the hair in the right spot and you won't have bits of hair everywhere. So again, pull up. Again, start from that top end and drag down to that part. The smaller your sections, obviously, the better coverage you're going to get as well, guys, because you're going to think that you can take a big section, but you'll find that you'll miss half your hair. I say take your big sections at the back, because no one's going to see. Get it right around the front, and you'll have really good coverage of your colour. Section, pull up and drag down. If you have a bit of overlap, it really doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, this way you're not colouring every piece of your hair for that whole time. Alright, one side, already nearly done. So pull all that back over and we'll start on the other side. It's a bit awkward sometimes doing it in front of the mirror. You'll get used to it. And of course, you're going to have a more dominant hand, so I'm going to be doing this side differently because obviously I still hold my brush in the same hand. So this way I'll go up from that little part and then pull down and drag that colour down. See, even my parts are like really wonky crooked, but it doesn't matter. As long as they're small, you'll get the coverage. Okay, that's your front done. Now it gets interesting. Now I'm going to see how bad I actually apply my colour when I do it myself. Because ordinarily I can't see what I'm doing at the back, so I go by feel. And then, oh, bit of knots. Okay, that looks horrendous from the front, so it must even look horrendous from the back. But I'm going with it because this, whoa. So I've gone, okay, I can feel that that's a massive chunk. I'm gonna just take a bit off. Because this top bit's still important because you're gonna see it on the crown of your head. So I'm going I sort of feel where I am. So I'm not saying don't wear gloves, especially when you're doing a dark colour. You'll have dark hands for days. Just do your best. It's really this top section of your hair. If you put it straight through onto your ends, it's going to have your hair wrecked in no time. So even if you don't do the bulk of it as much as you can with just applying the roots, then don't be so fussed underneath. If you've got to put it through underneath all at once, that's fine. You're not going to wreck your hair as much underneath. It's that top section that you're going to wreck really quickly. See, I can, oh, I have missed a massive part around here. Noted too, before you start, I've chucked a shirt on. Everyone forgets this. Everyone just starts applying their colour and then look down when you're going to jump in the shower to rinse it off. And, oh, I've got a t-shirt on and I'm going to have to try and get that over my head. Chuck a shirt on, or like I really had to dig out this one from a long time ago. Or just an old t-shirt that you can stretch over the top, but you're going to get colour on it. So make sure it's an old one. So how do I go at the back there, guys? I reckon I did pretty horrendous, to be honest. But I'm a bit of a critic. Just making sure that you go around those edges for your ponytails. Get a bit on your ear, who cares? Flip it all back over. And you should look as glamorous as I do. So if your colour says on it, leave it on for half an hour, leave it on your roots for 20 minutes, then put your gloves back on. If you've got a bit of colour left, add a little bit of water just to make it a little bit thinner, which means that the product isn't as strong. Then massage through, put the rest of your colour all through your hair, put your timer back on for that 10 minutes though. Get it through to your ends for that 10 minutes to freshen up your ends. Maybe get rid of the goldy tones which are in my hair. And after your 10 minutes, then rinse it off. Jump in the shower, shampoo, condition like normal, and hopefully you haven't totally wrecked your hair and you've gotten rid of your greys or roots. So just quickly, I thought I'll show you how to apply the rest of your colour to your roots. If you've got a water spray, awesome, go ahead, use that. Just start wetting your hair all over, or just at the tap. Just wet your hands. This will just help you work the colour through a little bit easier. You've got your leftover colour, which I just have a little bit here. Give it a bit of a mix. And just start really rubbing it through. And now you can just slap on your colour. This doesn't matter because this is just for your last 10 minutes, just to freshen up your ends, make your colour a little bit more even. Get in there. This could be for your last 10 minutes, last 5 minutes, depending on the condition of your hair. Resembling dreadlocks now, but your hair will thank you in the end. So there you go. Set your timer for 10 and I'll be back with the end result. All done. Check it out. It's a bit darker, but it will fade and I'll be back to blonde in no time. Hope you got something out of it. If you've got anything else that you want me to try and teach you, you want another video tutorial, I'll give it a go. It's giving me something to do. And if someone else gets something out of it, then awesome. Much love to everyone through this time. Stay positive and be kind to yourself.